Hey, my name is Khadija. I'm sorry, y'all. So today we are going to talk about the difference of type 1 and type 2. For those who assume that type 1 and type 2 are the same, clarification, there is not the same. Type 1 are more non-curable. Type 2 is curable. Type 2 is a diabetic that pancreas half works, I should say. That means that pancreas works partial, but part of them has to take either injection or a pill. Type 2 is mainly weight gaining, overweight, or not eating healthy. Or maybe sometimes you just skip type 1 and hey, you become type 2. Whatever the reasons is, type 2 is so different from type 1. Type 2, all they do, some people check their blood sugar once a day, once every other 3 or 4 days. Type 2 is mainly, they have more freedom. They don't have restrictions like type 1. Type 1, we have a lot of restrictions, a lot of, this is what it is and nothing can change it. Type 1 is mainly, our pancreas does not produce insulin. When our pancreas shuts down, therefore we have no energy that flows through our body and insulin that flows through our body. Insulin is supposed to keep your body. Insulin is basically an energizer. Insulin helps you gain energy, helps you stay active. A lot of type 1, when our blood sugar is high, we become very thirsty, frequency in urine. We very tired. Our energy is like so blurred. Like we just don't want to do anything. A lot of people misinterpret that as type 2. Now, I can't speak of some type 2 may get type 1 symptoms. It's very well possible. The average human, 1 out of 3 human becomes a type 1 diabetic. Statistic proven, science fact proven, that if there are a lot of type 1 diabetics and they don't even know they're type 1 diabetics or type 2 because they assume it's something different. Don't get the symptoms mixed with anything else. If you are constantly thirsty, constantly tired, or you are constantly going to the bathroom, you may want to get that checked. It's good to get a glucose monitor. You can get that from CVS, Walgreens. It doesn't matter. And it's simple. You can get one basically like this. It's simple. You get testing strips, and if you check your blood sugar, check your blood sugar. You feel like, hey, I wonder if I'm a diabetic just because in the mornings I'm very thirsty or I constantly go to the bathroom. It ain't nothing wrong testing your blood sugar. But let be known facts too. Every time you go to the doctor, they are testing your blood sugar. A lot of people is not aware that they are testing your blood sugar. Your A1C determines if you are a diabetic, pre-diabetes, type 1 diabetic, or type 2 diabetes. A lot of people are pre-diabetic, which that means they are more bound to get either type 1 or type 2. It is 4 stages of diabetes. And a lot of people don't realize you got gestational diabetes. Gestational diabetes only happens with pregnant females. For some reason, I can't speak on that. I don't even know, cause pre-diabetes is mainly the simple fact that your doctor letting you know you're on the borderline of getting diabetes, whether it's type 1 or type 2. You need to straighten up. People think it's a scare. Like when you first get that news, everybody, you don't want to hear no bad news. You thinking I'm in good health. Yeah, I can move. When you get that news, if you're diabetic, it's a rock to climb. And once you learn how to manage your diabetes, once you learn how to control it and don't let it control you, that's the main thing. Don't let your diabetes control you, control it. A lot of people my age now that I'm on this group called Beyond Type 1, really we communicated. A lot of people just found out they are diabetic. My experience first having type 1 diabetes was I was taking a trip to go visit my grandmother. My blood sugar was constantly high. Like blood sugar, like I didn't even check my blood sugar honestly, cause I didn't think of having diabetes. I was drinking gallons and gallons of water. It was mainly when I was drinking gallons and gallons of water. My grandmother and my mother didn't realize, like, yo, okay, we all thinking I'm just sleeping because I'm just tired. They've told me my head hit the toilet in the floor, and I was rushed to the emergency room. Diabetics, for people that's not aware of diabetic mood swings, we had serious mood swings. Whether our blood sugar is high or whether our blood sugar is low, our mood is crazy. That's true. Everybody was saying I was mean 1 minute, very nice another minute. I was in a coma for 3 days. I woke up out of a coma, went to the bathroom, and realized I was in the hospital. And I just asked for ice chips. And when they told me that I was a diabetic, my mind didn't function like, what's a diabetic? So I had a whole bunch of training on diabetes. How to take my insulin, how to check my blood sugar, how to count carbs. Like, it was a lot. And after that, it started trembling down, like mental health wise, falling rapid. And it does something to you. We are very neglectful for our diabetes. Once we become a diabetic, we don't want to do nothing. We feel like, why did it happen to me? Why it couldn't happen to nobody else? I didn't ask for none of this. I was a healthy kid when I was young, X, Y, and Z. But then as you get older, you realize, like, oh, it is what it is. It's my everyday life. This is what I do 24/7. You know how you got them stores open 24/7, non-stop? That's me, 24/7, non-stop. I go. My diabetes is not a day go by. I can't worry about it. I worry about it every day. What if my blood sugar this? What if my blood sugar that? What if it's so many what ifs? And we don't ask ourselves and we don't take that moment to cherish ourselves, like, okay, this is okay. It's really okay. I accept the fact that I have type 1 diabetes. What can I do to help and prevent myself from going any worse? And it hit home when I stayed in the hospital for a whole month. And it was like, yo, I can't keep on doing this. My body is I'm 22 years old. And I want to see long past 60, at least. If I can make it to 35, at least I can say I made it to 35 because I took care of it. It's never too late to take, for type 1, it's never too late to take care of your diabetes. But don't wait too long to take care of it. Take charge. I'd rather say I'm in charge of this now than never. Because I had a best friend die from type 1 diabetes. And it's crazy because now they got these technologies, these groups and stuff. But when I was born, we didn't have all this. When I first got diagnosed, we didn't have none of this. They just now coming with apps and stuff that your blood sugar meter could go connected with your phone and stuff. We didn't have none of this. When I first got diagnosed, I didn't know none about this. I just knew a blood sugar meter, prick, finger blood, and take insulin. I know insulin pump been out for a while, but everything ain't made for everybody. It gets me mostly because I look at myself and I try not to beat up myself. But at times you end up beating yourself up. And most of the time, for me, I want to give up. But I look at it as I have family that I can't give up on. Diabetes don't just affect you. It affects your whole family. It affects your family, your friends, your friend, your spouse, no matter who. Like, diabetes is one of the deadly cause of death. It can. And if you're not aware of it, you're not advanced or knowledgeable of it, you short out of luck. Because I guarantee you 1 out of 3 people that you know end up having type 1 or have type 1 and just don't say nothing. And that's how it is. We're not ashamed of it. We just feel alone. And sometimes it's that. It is like we feel like people don't understand it because they don't have the situation. We feel like people ain't knowledgeable because they don't know about it. And it's true. You can't speak on something that you don't know. You can't say, I understand how you feel. No, you don't. From our point of view, you don't understand because you're not dealing with it. You're not living in it. You're not living in our shoes. We struggle every day. We go to doctor's appointments here. Oh, well, you should have done this. Or you could have done this. Or how can we do anything and you make our orders? We can't just sit here and say, I'm going to turn the table and change my whole order. Doctors got to understand, too, they coming down on us. It's not helping us. It's breaking us down. And some people go voice that, some people can't. I used to be that person that I couldn't voice that to my doctor. Now I be like, no, this is not working for me. What can y'all do to change it? And for type 1s, we got to stick together and we got to step up. We got to speak for ourselves. Because if not, we the only person that know our body more than any other individual out here. So, for those, on that note, I'm going to say good night to everyone. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. And maybe tomorrow I can show you exactly how my insulin pump works and how do I put it on. But stay tuned.